Isaiah 19 and verses 14. The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, whose name is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which he shaketh over it. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakwadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the believers, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. This lesson is entitled, Neither shall there be any work for Egypt. Okay, and let's look at how the Lord speaks. Hosea 12 and 10. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. So he uses his men to bring forth this word, okay, through visions, and they're spoken through, he speaks as in similitudes, okay. Similitudes meaning similar things. All right. He multiplies visions. All right, let's see if we can break that down further. Okay, now let's examine that in the interlineary. Okay, and use similitudes in the Hebrew. What does that mean?
Strong's H 1819. Dama.
Okay, Dama. What does that actually mean? All right. This is how the Lord speaks. All right, through his men in visions and similitudes. Okay. Liken, like things. Okay. So he compares. To get this to the point, he compares America to Egypt, Babylon, Rome. Okay. All right. Okay. It's just compared to it. It's the same. Okay, because everything is regenerated. All right, man is regenerated, right? So they basically do the same things as far as the will of the Lord wants them to do. Okay, they come back like America. If you go to the National Mall, what do you see? You see replicas of the Greeks and the Romans. Why? Because they're in rule right now, and that's why they build these structures. Okay, when you go to like a lot of downtown banks, you see the Greek and Roman structured banks. Okay, why is that? Because the Edomites are in rule. That's the reason why they build them. Even your libraries, okay, are built in the form of the Greek and Roman structures. Okay, so it's compared to the similitudes, meaning compared to, all right, in thought, likened, okay, and we'll go here, the outline biblical usage, to be like, to resemble, to liken, to compare, all right, to imagine, okay. So if you can understand that, to make oneself like, okay. So you see that? So, all right, as man's spirit is regenerated, so is the kingdom, the empires, all right. That's basically what I wanted to show you, so you can understand this this verse in Isaiah 19 and 19. All right. So the Lord cast us into another Egypt, okay, which is known as the house of bondage, and which is America. Exodus 20 and 2. I am the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. All right. Then when we go here to second Esdras, I think it's 15th chapter and the 10th verse, and it reads, all right, the Lord said he's not going to allow us to remain here. Second Esdras 15 and 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So you see that? So when we go back to Isaiah 19, all right, the verse we're dealing with, verse 14, then we read it. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Okay, and this is what's happening. Okay, the economy is falling. The our food is pretty much in jeopardy because they have made everything GMO'd out, genetically modified. All right, they're buying up a lot of the water plants, wastewater plants. They're taking over. They're being bought out. The land is being bought out. Okay, China even owns a lot of our land. Okay, which supposedly an enemy of the United States, America, Babylon the Great. So indeed, the Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt, America, Babylon the Great, all right, to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And the point of this lesson is in verse 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or the tail or the branch or the rush may do. Okay, because all these jobs are going away because the stock market is crashing in Japan, it's crashing over here in America and around the world. Okay, so these CEOs, they're bailing, they're selling their stock in a mass level, and they're getting involved in other things. All right, and they're gonna be laying off. Mass layoffs are coming, big time. There's no choice. All right. So verse 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, America, Babylon the Great, which the head of the tail of the branch may do. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, because it's going to produce fear, because people are not going to have no jobs, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Because this is the spirit of the Heavenly Father through his son Yahushua that's making all this happen. Okay, through the angels. All right.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better. What to do about mass unemployment? This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income, I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
That's simply and I want to be clear, these are not things that I wish would happen. These are simply things that I think probably will happen. And if my assessment is correct and they probably will happen, then we need to say, what are we going to do about it? And I think some kind of a universal basic income is going to be necessary. Now, the output of goods and services will be extremely high. So with automation, there will come abundance. There will be almost everything will get very cheap. I think the biggest, I think we'll just end up doing a universal basic income. It's going to be necessary. The harder challenge, much harder challenge, is how do people then have meaning? Like a lot of people, they derive their meaning from their employment. So if you don't have, if you're not needed, if there's not a need for your labor, how do you, what's the meaning? Do you have meaning? Do you feel useless? That's a much harder problem to deal with.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people from my last video saying that nothing's coming, nothing's gonna happen, I'm paranoid, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is where I'm working, okay? I'll read that. That's where I'm working right now. The man who owns that company, I'll say Shelon Tusk. You know, y'all know Shelon Tusk. Find the rhyme, the rhythm. He has us working 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. I'm an electrician. I wire up all the machinery that they're using to build the trucks. I'm wiring up all the machinery that they are using to build these robots, okay? We are working 12 hours, 7 days a week. I have worked for TikTok. I have worked for Amazon. I have worked for Samsung. I have worked for Fortune 500 companies all year. Nobody is pushing their people like this, okay? 12-hour shifts. He is trying to complete this for something. I promise you, bro, soon as these robots go online, it will kill 80% of the job force. All you people driving trucks in restaurants who don't think this can happen in Japan, they already have robots serving tables. They already have nurses that are being robotically projected from monitors to help patients. Your job is not safe, okay? 80% of the workforce will be killed by these robots. As soon as he puts these AIs inside of these robots, I promise you, bro, they will think, be smarter, faster, and they do not need to sleep, bro. We call in. I called in 3 days ago because I worked 6 days straight. Robots don't do that, and that's what they are pushing for, bro. Have you sitting at home with the real ID, with your Fed Now money, taking free governmental universal income, slave, bro. Victim to the system, bro. They do not want you out here moving how you want. They do not want you collecting resources. They don't want you to do anything without their knowledge, bro. They want to track every transaction. They want to track your whereabouts. They want to know what you're thinking, bro. And all they want to do is monetize and commercialize. I'll say that it's not coming, bro. It's right around the corner. I promise you, bro. This is coming. Where I'm working right now has proven that. This man sends drones on the top of the buildings, drones inside the building to count how many people are working at all times. This is not a game, bro. I'm telling you, this is just his company, bro. Imagine what they're doing. Like Facebook, all these companies are together. They're acting like they're competitors. They're not. They all have one agenda, bro. And each of them are doing their part. I promise you. I need y'all to really think about this, bro. They're building bulletproof trucks with robots. I don't know if you've seen it, but look it up. Recently, a guy just got pulled over in Dubai by a Cybertruck police, and it had a robot in it, and the robot gave him a ticket for using his phone and not being buckled up, and they sent the fine to his phone. I promise you, bro, these cars are not for normal civilians. You do not make bulletproof trucks for civilians. He is going to supply and fleet out the military and the police force, bro. We will not be able to run and hide. They've already stopped making V8 engines.
Y'all, he like, see, I don't think he get it, y'all. He like, sorry, bro, it's gonna happen. Yeah, bro. You're gonna have to get the mark of the beast. That's why everybody's not gonna have it, bro. This is what we're getting at here. If you don't put this Neuralink in your head, you won't get universal income. This is what this is about, people. Y'all hit the link in the comment for y'all to really understand, but it's about universal income. Elon says we all gonna get universal income once the AI is taken over. And my man is responding this. And I'm telling you, nah, bro, because everybody ain't gonna get this mark of the beast. You're gonna have to do something to get this universal income. That is the whole point. Everybody ain't gonna just be getting paid. There's gonna be people still getting paid because they might have to fix robots, other stuff that AI can't do. You know, real trade. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think an AI be able to take cutting hair. So he might not get the mark of the beast. But if you ain't gonna work, bro, and you think you about to be lazy, and you don't get this Neuralink in your head, on top of other stipulations, I believe too, y'all. I think it ain't just this. You might have to do something else. But whatever it is, it's going to be the mark of the beast, bro. So you can say, yeah, let's just enjoy this shit. But hey, everybody ain't gonna just get a Neuralink in their goddamn head. Y'all comment below, man. What y'all